museums, and the arts. But I'm not here for the spaghetti, or the science, or even the music. I'm here to research the Hopewell Native Americans. Great Miami River. One of the wonders of Dayton, Ohio. Rivers like this one were ones that the Hopewell had their villages along, like Sunwatch. Sunwatch Indian Village. A place where you can take a step back in time. Before the Europeans arrived, before diseases spread throughout the continent. Back to when the Native Americans were still here. This is a Hopewell house. The frame would be of strong poles, which they would then layer with grass and daub, which is a mixture of clay and grass. The roof was made of grass or straw or leaves. As you can see, it's actually pretty big. Let's go inside. So if you look up, you can see the framework that went into building the roof. And on the walls, you can see the frame that the daub and grass was laid on. So these things right here, with the poles with the spurs laid on top, these were actually the beds. Actually, they are really comfy. If you ever have the chance to go to Sunwatch, make sure you lay down on the beds. Each house had a fire pit, which they would use to cook food or boil water. And then going along with the fire pit, you might not be able to see, but up in the corners of the roof, they have these things. They have the holes called smoke holes, and that's where the smoke would go. This is just a small garden growing here at Sunwatch. The main things that they grew were corns, beans, squash, and sunflowers. The people who would do the farming were the women and girls of the village, while the men did this. As you can see, I'm not actually in the Great Miami. But this is what their canoes would look like. The men would hunt and fish, and that's pretty much all they did. The main thing that the Hopewell hunted was deer, but they also hunted elk, bears, raccoons, squirrels, beavers, and surprisingly, turtles and snakes, while they also hunted birds that fly up in the sky, tweet tweet. The last thing about the Hopewell I'm going to talk about is their artwork. They made various pieces of art, mostly religious based. They could be made out of mica, clay, wood, bone, and some artists were so talented that they also used human skulls as templates for masks. The last thing I found at Sunwatch was pretty funny. It was in the museum part of the building, inside the building, not outside where all the houses were. But you know, let's just watch it. The Hopewell Native Americans actually had dogs. This skeleton was found in the trash pit of one of the Hopewell villages, uncovered by archaeologists. It even has a first place ribbon.